What's up, YouTube? Just coming to you guys with a future card Buddyfight deck profile. Once you get past the name, it's actually a pretty fun game. It kind of reminds me of a mix between Yu-Gi-Oh and Vanguard, or whatever other card game you want to put in there. Anyway, I've just been playing, dabbling around with Buddyfight because I didn't want to burn myself out on Vanguard because before teams hit, I was going pretty hard, checking out decks, doing numbers and stuff like that. And by the way, my team got 16th at the Ohio Regional. I played Novell. My teammate Susan, she played Blouse, and my other teammate Tyler, he played Tetra Drive, which was Aquaforce, which was what I found to be most of the people there. But anyway, onto the deck profile. I play 4 Brave Drums. He is so fucking fun. He is one of the reasons why I have fun in the deck, because his stats are 5-3-2, 5,000 attack, 3 critical, and 2,000 defense. And he has Soul Guard. You pay 1. His call cost is pay 1 gauge, and he has Penetrate. So but his other ability is the part that makes it fun for me, is because he does paper rock scissors to see if he can get Penetrate. I love that. It's so much fun. It's like a mini game inside of the game you're already playing. Next, I play 3 Blade Wing Phoenix. It just has double attacks, pay 1 gauge. Its stats are 5-2-1. I don't know why, just because it has Penetrate, it's a defined Penetrate. Not Penetrate, it has a double attack, so I guess that's why its stats aren't as good as Brave Drums. And next, for my size 2s, I just play 2 Oyster Kleins. Oyster Kleins is one of the most busted cards for size 2s in this deck. But I don't want to run 4 of him because I can toolbox him out. He has 4-2-5 for stats, 4,000 attack, 2 crits, and 5,000 defense. And he has he is a gauge and draw engine. He's your second gauge and draw engine. But you need to have 1 dungeon enemy and 1 dungeon adventurer inside your drop zone. So that's the only restriction that I found more often than not, that it's kind of a hindrance if you don't get it into your drop zone. But I try to maximize that, which is why I'm playing 3 dungeon enemies in my size 2 lineup. Next on to my size 1, the most busted card in this deck without a doubt, Dancing Magician Tatsuya. If I could, I'd run 10 of him. He is, when he links attacks with another adventurer, give one of the cards in that link attack double attack. So good. OTKs can come out of nowhere with this guy. Is not really much else to say. Next is Draco Blade wielding Shyvana. I run 3 of her. She has 2 effects, which is really fucking good. 1, when there's another adventurer, she gets Penetrate. If there's another dungeon enemy, she gets +2 criticals. You don't even need to link attack. You can swing for really good numbers with her. I've done turns where I've dropped 2 of her, and then I've dropped a size 0, and then I've swung for 7 in 1 turn, and my opponent had nothing to respond with. So that was surprising because it was a Dragon World player. Anyway, next is Missile Magician Adaric. I like to do the burn. I play 2 of them, and that's pretty much all I need, is just 2 of them. Next is Scout Counseling Kiwa. I like him. He gets rid of Jackknife Soul. Because there's a lot of Jackknife players in my area. There's a few Seeger players in my area, so that kind of helps. For the mirror match, it helps with Brave Drum. Again, it helps against Danger World. So we have my locals for Buddyfight is pretty much all the Vanguard players. So we have about, I want to say, around 6 people that play Buddyfight right now, and most of us have multiple decks. Next is my SP Legendary Blade Tasuku. he's in there at 1 because I don't like paying 2 gauge for a 5.25. Like, if he was 5.35, I'd understand, but whatever. But he guaranteed gives him and whatever he link attacks with penetrate, which is really fucking awesome. So, you know, whatever. And lastly, to round out my size 1s is Sage Cougar. She's pretty decent. I like her. You know, it just sucks that you gotta leave your middle open, but that helps out with another spell that you're gonna see in a few seconds. Next on to the spells. The most busted spell is FAP. Form a party. You gain 1 life, and you search for an adventurer. Yeah. And there's a lot of your spells and or weapons that are adventurers. Your impact, an adventurer. Your weapons, adventurers. One of your spell cards, adventurers. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good if you ask me. Oh, and I forgot to go over my size 0, which is Fate Skeleton. It's just a 3/1/3. It runs over a bunch of like really bad size 1s and size 2s. Like a few size 2s that are bad. But yeah, he's just in there to be a dungeon enemy. Anyway, back onto the spells. Next, and mission card form a party. Like, you can activate mission card form a party, and then activate another mission card form a party, and it will go off. It just says you need to activate another card with mission in its card name. So, mission card form a party. Oh, activate another mission card form a party. Gain 1 life. Search for an adventurer. Pretty fucking good. Next is mission card defeat monsters. I love this card. Link attack. Oh, an adventurer killed that. You get bonuses for destroying your opponent's resources. You get pluses for destroying your opponent's resources. It's so good. Mission card Rest at the Nizaro Hot Springs. I just found out the ruling on this yesterday. If your opponent counterattacks, has a monster that has counterattack, don't sit there and think that you're gonna, oh, he killed my monster because it was counterattack, which technically is an attack. Counterattack is an ability, not an attack, so you don't get to, it doesn't trigger off of that. Next spell, we're gonna go with the second most busted card, Pillar of Fire. This is our best shield because it's like pay 1 gauge, blow something up with 6,000 or less. That takes care of most size 1, size 2s, and size 3s. Only size 2s only cards I can think of that'll have problem with it is like Danger World, Ancient World. That's pretty much it. And then you can just link attack the shit out of them. Next is Divine Protection of Shalalalala, because I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's pretty much a green dragon shield. You pay 1 gauge and you negate the attack and gain a life. And next, Continue. The most annoying card for my opponents to see me drop. Cast cost, pay 1 gauge. Next, you bring out any one monster, any one dungeon enemy, and any one dungeon adventurer by paying their call cost. Most of my dungeon adventurers and or dungeon enemies have no call cost. Usually I'll go for Orser Kleins, and then I'll go for like Fate Skeleton or something like that, just for the lulz. That's pretty much it. Next, on to weapons. I play 3 Brave Equipment Glory Seekers because, yeah, we have Continue, but this is not Game Over. This is my Phoenix Down because I refer to this deck as either Adventure Time or my Final Fantasy VII deck. But yeah, Glory Seeker, definitely Phoenix Down. Great card. So what? You have to discard your hand, play Orser Kleins, then activate this. Then go ahead and get your dungeon enemy and your dungeon adventurer back to your deck. Go ahead and then add another gauge and draw another card, and then you pretty much just control the board from there. 2 Brave Sword, Soma Sword. I have never used this. It's just here, literally just to be here. So just in case one day I do need a weapon, I do have a weapon. And finally, for my impacts, it's Dead End Crush. I've used this probably twice. I use this more to gauge than anything else. And that's pretty much it. That is my deck profile on what I like to call my either Final Fantasy VII, Adventure Time, and or the rare occasion me and my buddy Alex, we call it not Adventure Time, but yeah, I can't think of the last name, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Zengetsu Red out.